Good morning, everyone. I am Oracle Unicorn, and welcome to Shaman Messages. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Put some things in your back pocket. You never know, you might need it for later. Be sure to check your moon, rising, and Venus signs as my oh, no, this is the twin flame thing. So, yeah, that's for my zodiacs. Okay, so this is a general reading for my masculine collective. And then after this reading, I'm going to go and do my feminine collective. So we have blue unicorn here for our masculine collective. And I think I want to put this right there. Yes. So okay. I feel the energy was going like this, but then it's going like this, like to a new home. I feel like masculine is walking away from one home and going to a new home. That's where I feel that happening. Okay, so let's move on, masculines. I am going to, what should I do? It's okay. After December, we'll have more cards and I'll have like more different kind of energies to choose from than these that I've had for the last 2 years, most of them. Yeah, literally, last 2 years, most of them. Some of them have been 4 years. So I did get new Totoro cards, so I'm happy with those. And I'm just waiting for my Sailor Moon to get here, so I put them with my Totoro cards. Okay. Yes. All right. What messages do we have for our beautiful masculines? Let's see. Masculines. Okay. Call on your runners. Planning, learning, and staying in your own peace, grounding this, being able to really talk with yourself about your feelings so that you can be more open about how you feel about things. That is, wow, that's wild. See, grounding, talking about your feelings. Very masculine. Accept the gifts of the universe. So I feel a lot of you have a hard time kind of like accepting like help from other people because you kind of want to like feel masculine and be able to take care of it all yourself. Oh, I really got to look at that. Okay, I apologize. I needed to take care of that. Okay, and there's really no pause. Like, yeah, there's end and that's about it. Okay, so you're releasing stress from other people, okay? Basically, okay, let me lay this out like this, okay, so that I can really dig. You're releasing stress from what are basically other people kind of input their word and expect of you instead of allowing you to follow your heart and do what you actually want to do for yourself and for yourself. Okay. I feel that's why it's like being accepting of these gifts and possibly help from other people that's willing to help you, and also like possibly more collaboration with other people on possibly new people too. I see that. Because also imagine what you would see, feel, and think and hear if your wish came true. Like a real wish from like the depths of your heart, you know, and letting go the excess stress when it comes to other people's thoughts, feelings, and opinions about the direction you should take for your own life, okay? No. Love from your parents. They love you as much as they can, but follow in your own direction. Or this has been a card for me as a parent. Meaning, if you are a parent masculine and there's some rough things going on, and you kind of feel less about yourself as a parent, as long as you're doing everything and anything you can do to really be there to kind of keep a grounding and harmony in everything, and like really kind of like I feel this energy of a little bit of self-sacrifice just to be able to kind of do what you feel you need to do as a parent. And you're doing great, okay? For those of you, it's you're putting up understandings of blocks and boundaries when it comes to your parents, and you're kind of like feeling and seeing where those boundaries are and how it is or what it is that people probably do or have done that has crossed that boundary, and you're kind of working with how you can keep that from happening on a harmonious kind of level with other people, okay? And not feel or seem cutthroat or harsh about it or whatnot. Really kind of honoring your higher self, your more heightened self. I feel a lot of that. And I see a lot of practicing staying in your own skin. It's very good. Letting go of excess stress from other people. Amazing. Okay, I don't think I need to. I wrote your gods, and I meant good. Okay, I am so sorry, y'all, but okay, all right. Yeah, I need that. Okay, so yeah, letting go of extra stress, really putting the work and effort actually towards what your heart calls you towards, like for real, what I see here. Even honoring the fact that, I really feel this is a heavy energy about you and your thoughts as a parent. Um, I feel this is helping you to see how amazing of a parent you are, and how where you can possibly do things better, but also how you don't have to all the way kind of like self-sacrifice yourself just to be able to be in your child's life if like the relationship or home dynamic is not working, which makes a lot of sense as to why I started it with like this and then going like this. So going from one home into another home. And maybe this is partially your biggest worry about all of this, is what I'm feeling for some of you, okay? And for some of you, it's just like you're really, you're calling on your runners. It's like you're really kind of calling on your support team, those that have your back, that you can trust on. You're learning from those that have crossed your boundaries, what boundaries has been crossed, what you're not willing to deal with, being able to stay in your skin, what you need to do to help yourself to be able to stay in your own skin, allowing yourself to fully be grounded in that, and also being able to open up, talk about your feelings about certain things, and really honoring your self expression and how you feel about when it comes to some of your boundaries being crossed. You have the freedom of self-expression to be like, I really don't like you crossing that boundary with me because it just freaks me out. It's like, that is your right. I personally feel that's your right because, you are your own boss. Like, you don't have to take someone sitting there freaking constantly downing you and then feel as if you can't say nothing about it. yeah, it's better to confront something like that in more of a, nurturing Queen of Pentacles idea to kind of like confront it, But I just don't feel that, you have to suffer through in order to overcome, because partially a lot of these things that tend to trigger us is to show us what is asking to be kind of acknowledged. So if you're not acknowledging it, let alone kind of like, confronting it with that other person, then it's going to fester. It's just going to stay there. Trust me, I've went through this with one other person, and as much as I tried to limit my expressions or try to walk away, the fact that I was not fully taking care of it, or having collaboration to take care of it, made it worse. It built up over time. It made it hard. It caused more blockages in my own emotional healing. It was very difficult to get through. I mean, it was the hardest dark night of the soul I think I've really have ever faced. And this was over me like out of love. It was like this was over love, and it was just like how can something like so pure cause you to go in such a huge reflection that it makes you kind of break apart, just so you can piece yourself back together and understand yourself that much more. And you gain way more strength over it. And it's a lot easier to stay in your own skin, because you are practicing and understanding how to really I mean, this is right next to learn, how to really, work with it. Because obviously, ignoring it will not work. It'll only work for a specific amount of time, but I can guarantee you there's something that's going to start triggering it. I mean, it's going to just come up possibly in your thoughts at night, So, I mean, Nine of Swords energy is totally all up in my head on this. All right, masculines, I just don't feel, I don't say things for no reason, or I just don't feel that I say things for no reason. Okay. Everything happens for a very specific reason. I mean, the whole universe is built and functioned like the Fibonacci sequence. Okay. I don't think I need to look at that. I don't need to look at that one yet. Okay, is built just like a Fibonacci sequence. So if you think of it in such a way, then anything you go through was literally placed there for something to kind of trigger, for something to happen, for a realization to happen, for a chain of events to happen a specific way. It is the function of cycles, the function of how, of life moving with everything. And if you fight it, it could cause delays, or if you ignore it or push it aside, that's part of another cycle. You could have gone with it and ended up, completion of a cycle, or you go around it or change a direction and it goes in a different cycle towards that way. Either way, it's still, and that's why it's a lot like the spider web, where you can kind of just choose whatever direction. And being self-aware of all of this and self-aware of yourself, how you feel, what would feel better if you go towards what direction as to another direction, which is why free will is very important in our own understandings, because things can seemingly play out one way, and then something happens, a domino effect happens, and it gets played out a whole different way. So this is why flowing with things is so important, usually, especially when it comes to having a clouded kind of clarity sense towards maybe what's your next step. And that I've come to notice that's more when it comes to being able to sit in patience and kind of like a homing and grounding with yourself while you kind of wait for it to unfold, what, like, the choices or the fork in the road. So, or kind of like you're walking down this path and you come to a fork in the road type of thing. You can't worry about the fork in the road. I mean, you can worry all you want about the fork in the road, even if you know it's up there, but there's nothing you can do about that fork in the road until you get there. Okay. This possibly involves family because you have a lot of family cards here. Learn more about possibly your family's stories and histories. There's probably a lot of things in that, or childhood possibly memories that you that could help when it comes to really clearing out your aura, cleansing your own sense of aura, being able to create a lot of conclusions and uh ending and being able to complete contracts in a sense, when it comes to things of the past involving your family, possibly that's been triggered and showing you a bunch of triggers that has been the prime influence that has influenced possibly any kind of like toxic dynamic you may be dealing with. But it's a team effort. So teamwork will definitely help bring more of your vision out, possibly help you to be able to, heal a lot of this, maybe this possibly certain triggers and issues within you that is asking to really come and be looked at. Some things it's just acceptance, and some things it's understanding yourself and why you did what you did, and that it was meant for you to do what you did without the knowledge then that you have now. Because of not having it then, you needed to go through that process just to be able to have the knowledge you have now. Because if it was done in a better way, less stressful way, you wouldn't have the knowledge you have now because of the stress or the weird or harsh situation that you went through that pushed you to this understanding or this new view shift or something another, Okay, masculines. I'm gonna get some tarot. This is my unicorns black mirror tarot cards. This month I'm hoping to be able to like really make. I like these. I kind of like handmade myself, but this month I'm really hoping to be able to have the money to really like actually make the full deck itself, and for myself to be able to use, and then to be able to show it. And then I have a pre-order link when it comes to being able to get this deck. Okay, so but for me to be able to advertise it, I'm gonna have to wait. Okay, there is a victory that is being played out. There's a balancing happening right now, I feel, involving the emotions when it comes to you and possibly family dynamic issues, helping you also. Yeah, you're really working to kind of balance the mental with the emotional, coming into kind of understanding and union in yourself with it, because you see yourself actually starting to take a newer path, and it's very new to you. So you're kind of, I feel like, kind of going in it in baby steps, and doing, talking with, possibly collaborating with other people about the experience, or maybe the issues that may be being triggered, coming up. So you do have victory coming here. Okay. So some of you're clearing out sneaky Seven of Swords energy. Okay. Some of you just had a lot of this behavior because of childhood trauma. Okay. Now, some of you are trying to stay in your own skin through some sneaky behavior that is going on around you, and it's just kind of just recently, possibly in the last few months, been brought to your attention of how for real this was and is, and possibly have been going through longer than what you thought. So I feel a very heaviness to this energy. I feel that there is quite a bit of heartache in this. Give yourself time and the gentleness to really feel and allow yourself to cleanse through this heartache, okay? Because even though it may be something like, oh, well, it's better because everything was just messed up, but still, it's you still went into that relationship because of, affection and love and adoration for each other. And, there's still feelings there. Y'all had a whole freaking world together. So it's just going to get suppressed if you don't allow yourself to embody the Three of Swords energy with this, and yourself being able to forgive the whole situation, the whole dynamic too, at the same time. And I feel that's going to be very heavy as you go through this. But as you go through this, things are playing out for you to in a sense of a motivation with the work you've been able to do, with the old mindset you've been able to break away from. There's a lot of gifts. I feel like okay. The gods, the guides, the universe are opening up for you now because of the work you've actually opened your mind up to. Actually, I'm so sorry for saying that, but the new direction you've opened your mind up to. I apologize for that. That did not sound very compassionate at all. I am an Aquarius, so please, please, just I ask for patience, because us Aquarians, if you know Aquarius is, we just don't know how to sometimes say things in a gentle way. To us, it just seems like beating around the bush, other than to specifically spit out the facts. For us, we're just like, well, here, here it is. Instead of going, okay, well, here this piece, and here this piece, and we're just like, well, fuck, screw that, man. That takes too much time. But that's where we learn our patience as Aquarians, because I don't feel that patience is the easiest thing in the world for most signs, besides Virgos. Virgos and Capricorns seem to have the most patience for anything. Yep, Three of Swords came out. Yeah, I was feeling that. See, masculines. Oh man. This makes a lot of sense. If I express this, you're doing good working on yourself and really putting energy into this, okay? Because I feel your focus is in this for the balancing, because I feel the other way of doing things didn't quite pan out the way you thought it should have, because that's how you were taught it should have. And this way seems to kind of result into that, but you know and realize it actually takes quite a bit of time and rough trials as you go through, okay? But I feel there's some kind of opportunity about some kind of like off work collaboration here that's going to come in for you, okay? So definitely just keep working on your inner work and the access will unfold before you, okay? Um, bet believe. Bet believe it will. I mean, I go through kind of like trying to stay on my own skin about the financial sense of things. But I know in my heart, I just got to stay true to me and keep working through everything, and it will work out. It only doesn't work out when you give up. So when you give up, that's what creates the failure. If you don't give up, what is there to fail at? Because even though you don't get the ending result that maybe you thought you would get, you still got a prize out of it. Even if it was a painful situation or a painful cycle, there was still a diamond in the middle of all that. There was still a crystal that you walk away with as kind of like a prized possession of being able to successfully move forward, okay? And that's where I feel this victory comes into play, okay? Queen of Coins. Collaboration with possibly a Queen of Coins, okay? Involving an Ace of Chalice. That makes sense because there's a lot of readings going on about this energy of an Ace of Chalice. I actually wasn't sure if this was coming from a masculine or if this was going to be coming from a feminine. This is very much in masculine energy going towards a feminine. But at the same time, for some of you, it can be vice versa, seeing how the Ace of Chalice is literally like after the Queen of Coins. So for some of you, there actually could be an earth sign that's going to give you an Ace of Cups, or an Ace of Chalice, Ace of Cups. And it's going to like reignite a lot of what was taken in the last dynamic, okay? And you will have victory. For some of you, this is also victory involving kids. For some of you, this is a victory maybe involving your parents. However it really resonates with you. I really feel this one involves kids, okay? And let go of the excess stress. Take it step by step, a bunch of baby steps, make a big dream come true. Okay, masculines? All right. I'm going to go ahead and get y'all a winged enchantment and a sacred vision card, okay? Because I feel that that's as much as y'all need. I should do. That's all I need to do. Okay. All right. For our masculines, what message do we have for our masculines, please? Oh, good. That's how I feel. Time, the doorway. Okay, it is time to step through that doorway, or you are coming near the time of the doorway being presented. Okay, so as much as we have to be patient with other people, we also have to be patient with us going along down our journey. Okay. Because if we're not patient with ourselves and our own journey, then that's not self-love. You're being way too harsh on yourself because it was all set up and needed what it was needed. Yep, message. There's either you are receiving a message about something very, very big of importance, or you're sending out a message of very, very big importance, okay? Because of something, some kind of realization or some kind of like answer of something comes in, okay? Yeah, that is exactly what I'm hearing and seeing. Oh my gosh. All right, you've raised the stakes because you have magpie sticking out. The intelligence of the ravens are calling out to you. Allow yourself to flow towards love, what is resonating with your heart, and then I'm going to read you Blackbird. Okay. Deal. Okay, now we got time. Number 14, the doorway. Oh, and that's so glary. I am so sorry. There we go. Okay. Life can be a melody of delight when the painting of your path begins to fray within your own lodge of thought. Shift your mind's eye to that of a placid sea. See the brilliant path of silver light that comes across the water to bring you safely home. Let the clarity of light fill you with radiant colors as you surround yourself with the protection of the ancestors. Oh, yes. I love that set card. I love the fact the card said that. I was like, oh, yeah. Yes, the ancestors. This is the time of your becoming. What wonders do you dream of for yourself? All right. And then we have Blackbird, number 1. Oh, I'm going to show y'all the picture because this is really cool. Your mind's eye is guiding you. Listen. Listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. Or for you tell her goodbye. Okay. Number 1, Blackbird. I am Blackbird, the enchantress of the soul. I am melodious. Okay. Melodious. And hypnotic. I am the transporter of the mind from one state to another. I am bringer of omens. I will entrance you with my song and open the portals of the spiritual. I break through boundaries and remove whatever separates you from the eternity. If you have strayed into my woods, something enchanting is afoot. Mystery has tempted you. The magical realms have seduced you. I can align you with the earth and the energies that encircles it. You are hearing the whispers of the ancients and the call of the deep woods. Look beyond everything and see the layers. Listen carefully, be alert, let go, and embrace the experience. You are captivating. You are limitless. You are enthralled. You are Blackbird. Absolutely beautiful. Well, masculines, I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching. I am Oracle Unicorn. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Liking greatly helps to move the videos along for other people to see the message, and subscribing greatly helps to improve the channel, and I appreciate that. And if you would like to be notified of every time I go live, just hit the notification bell. And if you would like a personal reading from me to know more specifically about your energies, I can definitely actually do that very well. With some of these new cards that I have, I was like, oh yeah, I can get specific in some people now. So the information for that is below in the description box. And if you would like to pre-order my unicorn black mirror deck, the information for that is in the description box as well. And if you would like to donate to my channel, thank you so much. The information for that is in the description box as well. Hope you have a beautiful day, masculines, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.